Welcome to Radiance Yoga Online. I'm Shannon, and today we're going to take a quick break at your desk, and we're going to be focused on relieving the tense and tired muscles of our legs and hips. They might be feeling tired because you've worked out today or you've moved a lot today, or they might be feeling more tense or just lazy because we've been seated in a chair all day, just like we are now. So we are going to begin seated so that we can ground, and those of us that have been moving can take a moment to rest, but then we're going to work our way up to our feet and undo some of the effects of sitting all day. So when you're ready, place your hands somewhere on your lap, scoot yourself to the edge of your chair, and feel your shoulders drop away from the ears. I'll invite you to close your eyes and take 3 slow, deep breaths to arrive. Inhaling through the nose to the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lengthening to the crown of the head. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, grounding into the feet and the hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time, drawing in through the nose. Exhale long and slow through the nose. Now when you're ready, drop your hands by your side. Open those palms to the side as you open your eyes and circle the arms overhead as you inhale. Exhale, press your palms away. Allow your arms to fall by your side. Big exhale. Inhale, sweep the palms open, lift up through the heart. Maybe follow with the eyes. Exhale, press the palms away as they come down by your side. One more time. Inhale as we sweep the palms open and up. Exhale as the arms drop down by your side. Now leaving your arms down by your side here, we're going to scoot your feet back so that you find your knees just over your toes. Your feet are a little closer to the chair and we have some space to stand up. Now when we inhale, we're going to sweep our arms up, turn your palms inward, pinkies forward, come to stand. Exhale, press your hips back, reach your arms forward, gently tap yourself down into the chair. Inhale, drive down into the legs as we lift up. Exhale, push your hips back first like you're reaching for that chair, and then your knees will follow. One more time. Inhale, rise up out of the chair. Exhale, press the hips back, coming down to sit. Now from here, extend your right leg forward. Bring your hands on top of the left thigh. Now push your hips back, aiming your tailbone back behind you. Lift up through your crown and your heart, and we're going to hinge at the hips like you're closing a book to lengthen down the back of your right leg. You'll also feel it probably in the back of the hip, the back of the calf, as you drive down into the heel. Rather than folding forward at the spine, think about hinging at the hip. Take another breath. Good, and then slowly press back to center. Bring your right foot underneath you, left foot forward, both hands to the right thigh. Again, lift through the heart, lift through the head. Hinge forward as you press your tailbone back. Engage your belly in. Think about lengthening forward and up through the crown, driving down into the heel, just finding a little release. Take one more breath. And then slowly press yourself up. Again, your hands are going to drop down by your side. Scoot those feet a little closer to you so we can stand. Inhale as we stand all the way up. Exhale, bend your knees, ground into your feet, and bring your hands to heart center and pause. Take a breath as you balance evenly the weight across your toes, the balls of your feet, and your heels. Slightly dropping your tailbone as you hug your belly in, bringing the spine into neutral and allowing the shoulders to fall away from the ears. When you're ready, slowly drop your arms down by your side, open your eyes, and we're just going to move around to the back of your chair. I'm going to turn mine so that you can see. And I'm going to have my right hand on the chair, my right hip closest to the chair. Step your left foot forward, your right foot back into a big high lunge. So we don't have to go too deep. We want all of our toes and our hips square, facing forward. And that right hand can be anywhere on the chair for a little support if you need it. Now drive this motion with your back knee driving straight down towards the floor, like your back is sliding down a wall, and then inhale, just press away from the floor a few inches. Exhale as we sink in, drive down through the knee. Inhale as we rise up. Now just a little challenge, you could let go of the chair. It is going to challenge your balance a bit. The next time we sink down, we're going to hold, press back a little longer through that right heel, but try to keep those hips square underneath you, tuck the belly in, and drop the tailbone so you feel the hip flexor release. One last challenge, if you want to, inhale, reach those arms up by your ears, turn the pinkies and the palms inward, and drop the shoulders away from the ears. Take another big breath. And then when you're ready, hands to your hips or one hand to your chair, and we're just going to step your feet to the center, and we're going to switch sides, coming to the other side of your chair. I'm going to flip so you can see. So I'm going to step my left foot forward, my right foot back, and my chair is nearby just in case I need it. Now again, point your hips and your toes forward, and then we're going to drive the motion with your back knee reaching down as you exhale. Inhale to stand up, press into the feet. Exhale as we come down, keep this front knee opening towards the pinky toe a bit, and then drive to stand. Exhale, dip down. Inhale, rise up. Think about sliding your back straight down a wall. Last one, we're going to sink down low and hold. Maybe drive back a little longer through that left heel. Try to keep the pelvis tucked underneath you, dropping the tailbone, hugging the front belly and ribs in. If you want to, hands to hips for a little challenge. And then if you want to, arms can reach by the ears, relax the shoulders. Take another breath. Hands to hips, one hand to the chair if you need, and then step those feet back together. Now you're going to come around so that you face the seat of your chair. And then from here we have a couple options. The first one's going to be hands on your chair underneath your shoulders, and just walk your feet back so that they're underneath your hips. Now if this feels okay, we can bend the knees a little bit, keeping them soft as we bring our forearms down to the chair, and we let our head hang, maybe your forehead resting on the chair, or just relaxing between the arms. And then your very last option, if you don't need the chair, is going to be keep the knees slightly bent. Drop your head, neck, and shoulders, fingertips just grazing the floor, into a nice forward fold where we can allow the head, neck, and shoulders to decompress, and we can stretch down the backs of your hips and your hamstrings. Now as you inhale, sit your hips back, and we're going to rise to a flat back, reaching through the crown. Walk your hands to the chair and support yourself with your core as you come back to a nice flat back. Walk your feet in towards the chair, and then to end, we're going to stand and then come back around to where we started. Stand just a little bit in front of the chair. We're going to take a nice easy transition. So like we sat down before, you're going to push your hips back. Now try not to sit just yet. So we're going to hover your hips above the chair. Take 3 deep breaths in through the nose. If you need to, hands can come to the heart. Hands can come to the hips. A little harder to reach in front of you, and the hardest to line up those biceps with your cheeks. One more breath. And then when you're ready, go ahead and take a seat. Come out onto the edge of your seat, and we're going to take your right ankle, flex the ankle, and cross it over the top of your left thigh. We don't want to force this knee open. We just want to sit up nice and tall. Drop your shoulders, and instead of dropping your chest down to your ankle, just think again about closing that book of your hip crease, reaching forward through the crown and the heart, taking a big breath in. Big breath out. One more time. Releasing deep in the hip. And then slowly come tall. Drop your foot down to the floor. And we're going to switch for our last pose here. Ankle to thigh. Don't force the knee open. Just let it be. Sit up nice and tall as you drop your shoulders, and then hinge forward at the hip crease, reaching through the heart, reaching through the head. Try not to just dive with the heart, so keep that head neutral with the spine. Just coming to a point where you feel a stretch deep in the hip. And then slowly come back to center, both feet ground on the floor. We'll bring our hands back to our lap, sit up nice and tall, drop your shoulders, and take a big breath together where we started. As you do so, scanning from your feet, grounded into the floor, all the way up the backs of the legs to your seat, and then your spine to the crown of your head, just taking this moment to scan and check in with yourself. Noticing what's different from when you first arrived. And then when you're ready, inhale, gather those palms together at your heart in gratitude for yourself, for showing up today, taking this little break, and giving back to yourself. I'm Shannon. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.